All right, guys, we are going to do our first practice here with summarizing informational text here. This little passage is about hedgehogs. So we need to remember that whenever we're summarizing informational texts, we need to make sure in our answer choices that we choose that it is teaching us something and that it is one of the most important pieces of the text that it is trying to inform us of. Remember, informational texts are not entertaining us for the most part, but again, they are trying to teach us something. So let's follow along. The hedgehog is a small mammal with a coat of sharp spines. These protect it from predators. Hedgehogs have these prickly spines all over, except for their belly, their legs, and their feet. They curl up in a tight ball when an enemy approaches to protect the soft parts of their bodies. This leaves an enemy fox or badger with nothing but the prickly spines to deal with. Most predators will walk away and go find some easier meal. Others might approach the hedgehog, but will find it impossible to pry it out of its ball. Hedgehogs have another way to scare off enemies, using poisonous plants. Hedgehogs are immune to some of these plants. For this reason, they can safely chew the plant's leaves. The hedgehog chew the poison leaves until it can make a foamy saliva or spit. Then it spreads the saliva on its spines. Scientists think this poison further scares off enemies. So let's look at number 1. Question 1 says, a summary of the last paragraph should say that hedgehogs what? So if it says a summary of the last paragraph, what do you think you need to do? You need to look at the last paragraph, right? So let's read our answer choices and then we'll look back there. So a summary of the last paragraph should say that hedgehogs, A, are hunted by enemies, such as foxes, B, like certain plants to eat for dinner, C, can chew certain poisonous plants safely, or D, must protect the soft parts of the body. Now, thinking about last paragraph, you're going to have to look back and reread it a little bit, but you're going to pick the answer choice that focuses mostly on what the whole paragraph is about, not just one little sentence or something like that, but the whole entire paragraph. What's the kind of the main idea of the whole entire last paragraph? And you can answer this on your Google form if you switch back over to that. Number 2, a summary of paragraph 1 should say that hedgehogs have prickly spines. Where? Everywhere but the belly, feet, and legs. B, on the back, the feet, and the head. C, on the belly and legs but nowhere else. Or D, all over the surface of their body. Now again, this says paragraph 1, okay? Paragraph 1. So you need to go back. Scroll back up. Look at paragraph 1. What's it say about their prickly spines? You're going to have to find it and then go back and answer. So a summary of paragraph 1. Are there prickly spines everywhere but the belly, feet, and legs? On the back, the feet, and the head. C, on the belly and legs but nowhere else. Or D, all over the surface of their body. Number 3, choose the sentence that best summarizes how hedgehogs protect themselves. Okay, again, it'd probably be a good idea to go back up in the text to see just which paragraph that's in and find those key words like protect, okay, to find the best answer for this question. So which sentence best summarizes how they protect themselves? A, hedgehogs are able to eat certain plants that are considered poisonous to others. B, hedgehogs have spines on some parts of their bodies while other parts are bare. C, hedgehogs count on their sharp spines and poisoned tips to fend off predators. Or D, hedgehogs know that their enemies would prefer not to have to fight for a meal. Which sentence best summarizes how they protect themselves? Number 4, choose the best summary of the passage. So you're going to take all of the information that you have read and kind of decide which information is the most important to include if you were going to retell what is in this passage to someone else. So here we go. Is it A, the hedgehog is able to chew up some poisonous plants? It spreads the poison on its sharp spines to scare off predators. Enemies of the hedgehog include foxes and badgers. B, to protect its tender areas, the hedgehog curls in a ball. When an enemy approaches, all it sees are the sharp spines. The enemy will not be able to get the hedgehog to uncurl. C, hedgehogs have a coat of sharp spines. They curl into a ball to protect themselves. They may put poison from plants on the spine tips for further protection. Or D, foxes and badgers are the hedgehog's main enemies. They usually go away when they see a hedgehog curled in a ball. Curling up protects the tender parts of the hedgehog. Okay, when you have answered all of these questions, make sure that you put those in the Google form and you can go on to the next section.